got that hug. Oh, yeah. Look, here you go. That hush and that dime, that combo right there. Yeah. That's ready to get a hold of yourself.
Hey. This is song you gon' love. This is song you gon' bump. This is song you gon' dance to. Everybody turn up. South side, put your hands up. North side, put your hands up. East side, put your hands up. West side, put your hands up. This is song you gon' love. This is song you gon' bump. This is song you gon' dance to. Everybody turn up. South side, put your hands up. North side, put your hands up. East side, put your hands up. West side, put your hands up. Step out, we having some fun. Pull up in front of the club. Promoters is showing me love. Patron with some ice in my cup. I'm drinking and buzzing it, baby. I know that you loving me, baby. You touching and rubbing me, baby. You putting it down for the ladies. I'm putting it down for the G's. Gotta present like a bee. Baby just sense the beat. She got one hand on her knees. Put on for the west side. Sewed up like a necktie. They know I'm the best I. Stick out like a cacti. I give them something they could dance to. Make it stand up like a statue. I'ma show you what I can do. I'm built to last like some canned foods. Ayy, yeah. I'm getting cash like a man do. I got no money to lend you. Get me so sharp like a pencil. I got a white girl, I call it Topanga. Say she in love with a Mexican gangster. Up in my phone, she get mad when I hang up. Comes to my house when she want me to bang her. She a contender, she don't surrender. She bout to turn up with both of her hands up. She a contender, she don't surrender. She bout to turn up with both of her hands up. This is song you gon' love. This is song you gon' bump. This is song you gon' dance to. Everybody turn up. South side, put your hands up. North side, put your hands up. East side, put your hands up. West side, put your hands up. This is song you gon' love. This is song you gon' bump. This is song you gon' dance to. Everybody turn up. South side, put your hands up. North side, put your hands up. East side, put your hands up. West side, put your hands up. Hold up, hold up. I'm taking off like a motor. I'm getting hoes like a gopher. From Inglewood up to Dakota. From Chi-Town up to Canada. Big smile for the camera. I'm fall for my amateur. Post nudes, baby, having trouble. Get your back up off the walls, you gotta crawl. I'm about to ball, now I'm standing tall. I just got a call, flying out the mall. I will never fall, I'm above the law. I just came and saw, gotta spit it raw. Practice on my craft, now I'm kicking ass. And with a pen and pad, I'm sharper than a saw. Everybody put your hands up now. Young jock is about to go down. Won't stop like a merry-go-round. Make you bounce when you're hearing my sound. Yeah, I'm the king, baby, give me my crown. Drinking liquor to the point that I drown. Keep you open like a hospital gown. Said, ain't nobody fucking with me. I beat the tracker like Bobby did Winnie. Drinking these bottles and fucked up my kitty. I'm fucking these models, I'm running my city. Falling in love when I play with her kitty. I'm a bad boy, Mexican ditty. I'm counting my money, that get to the ceiling. Hey, this is song you gon' love. This is song you gon' bump. This is song you gon' dance to. Everybody turn up. South side, put your hands up. North side, put your hands up. East side, put your hands up. West side, put your hands up. This is song you gon' love. This is song you gon' bump. This is song you gon' dance to. Everybody turn up. South side, put your hands up. North side, put your hands up. East side, put your hands up. West side, put your hands up. Yeah. Hey, put 'em up. Put 'em up. Put 'em up. Put 'em up. Put your hands up high, put your hands up high.
Rowdoggs Entertainment. Rowdoggs Entertainment. Round. Rowdoggs Entertainment. 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 To the Rowdoggs TV. Rowdoggs Entertainment. Rowdoggs Entertainment. Rowdoggs Entertainment. Rowdoggs Entertainment. Rowdoggs Entertainment.
Come on, Glitter. Hell yeah, what's
cracking, man? It's your boy OG Rome, aka Mr. Everywhere, repping Rowdoggs Entertainment. I want to welcome everybody to Rowdoggs TV, episode 26. You know what I mean? With my co-host to the left.
You already know this. Your boy Dazer Dabs representing Rowdoggs Entertainment. We out here, man. We got my homie down the street. What's good?
Litter Factory Rowdoggs. Let's get this going.
Goddamn, what you got going, man? But before you get that going, man, I want to bring in a round of applause to our motherfucking special guest, Cray OC.
The voice of OC is in the building.
Poppin', what's good, everybody? What's good?
Thanks for coming in.
What's good? What's good? It's
Yeah,
Cray OC,
buddy.
man. What's poppin'? How y'all doing?
We in this motherfucker, man.
Oh yeah. Hey, before we start off, man, you know what I'm saying? I had to just come through and bless y'all with some gifts like I always do. Anytime I pull up, I always get blessed with the gifts, man. So shout out to my sponsors, man. Dime Industries, man. So I pulled up with some gifts, you know.
That's right.
Some shirts.
Yes,
He
yes.
gave us all shirts already.
Yeah,
That was
yeah,
blessings,
shirts, lanyards,
blessings,
all that,
man.
you know what I'm saying?
We
So
got the tees
I
right
appreciate
here,
it.
man.
yeah.
Shout out
So
to Diamonds.
here we go, man. So this is what it is, right? So I'm giving you a cart and a battery. You know
Oh,
what I'm saying?
okay.
Yeah,
Rome
yeah,
actually
yeah.
needed one of
Yeah,
them.
actually,
Thank you, my brother. I
Yeah,
appreciate it.
yeah.
and it's funny though, because I have a bad tendency of, for instance,
Oh,
I
I
broke
love
one,
pink.
and then homie
Pink's
Faye
my
let me borrow
pink's my
his,
thing.
And
I charged the pen,
Yeah,
and I thought
And the
that it
pink.
comes off like this, and I yanked the whole shit.
Oh fuck, no, you gotta twist this. It's a twist.
Everything's a twisty, man. Everything's twisty. It's never been fucking on and off
Indica.
one.
Yeah.
I told him, look at Rome before,
Indica.
because sometimes they get stuck together, right?
Mhm.
So I told him, take a couple rips, get it melted, and then untwist it, you know, because, man, that should be
Bless you. Thank you so much,
yeah,
brother.
bless you. Oh, he's hitting one
Yeah,
right
man.
now.
Yeah,
Look
man.
at
So
that.
shout out to Dime Industries, man. The best cards in the game, man. I don't give a fuck what
Oh.
nobody say. That's a fact of money.
Real
Hello,
ones,
that's
man.
right.
Man, so I want to thank you so much for coming out here to Rowdoggs TV. I done seen you at a couple concerts, a lot of the weed shows,
Yeah.
events, you know what I'm saying? You came out the left side, bam, he comes in with his fucking gear. He just sticks out like a sore thumb.
Yeah.
Then I just start checking out your music. I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Can you tell a little bit about the people that don't know you, a little bit about yourself growing up,
Yes,
and what got you influenced into music?
Yeah, so growing up, I grew up in Orange County, you know what I'm saying, and I grew up in foster care and shit like that. So
I could relate.
Yeah. So I had like a different type of life. When people hear Orange County, they think of Laguna Beach with you know Lauren and all those little white girls, but that's not what it is all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm from Santa Ana, so Santa Ana's different from that side.
Yes.
You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? But like I said, you know, I went through foster care, shit like that for like 7 years, you know what I'm saying? Moved all around, came back to OC, and you know, since I've been back in OC, you know, I just was trying to, you know, get my life back together, shit like that. And then I got into crump dancing. Crump dancing was really like the first kind of stage of me, like really getting more so into like my artistry and my craft. And then I did that for, you know, few years, you know what I'm saying? I was doing backup dancing for my homie Riot. He used to be a backup dancer for T-Pain.
That's dope.
Yeah, him and my boy Rascal. They used to be Nappy Boys. So they would tour with T-Pain. They were in his music videos dancing
That's
with him.
epic, bro.
All that shit. Yeah. So he was really like the first person that really kind of like, you know, gave me the look, showed me, you know, brought me on a lot of stages and shit like that.
Open that door.
He opened that door for me, yeah. And then when
Nice.
I really started, you know, really wanting to do music, I already kind of seen and experienced what the life was of you know, being a musician and being around the shit like that. You know, him and you know, and my homies from the Sendo gang too. So
That's
they
a
were
good little head start, or just
Yeah.
like influence and just have that under your umbrella, man.
Yeah. So, you know, with that, that's just really kind of what catapulted me into where I'm at right now. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to my homie Riot, shout out to Sendo gang.
That's what's up.
So do you remember like your first? Well, I can't really say your first rap, but like your first like time when you thought like, you know what, this is what I'm gonna do. This is me.
Yeah, you know
At what age? What age was it?
Yeah.
Well, honestly, bro, I had all, like, when I was younger, bro, when I was like 6 years old, I always told myself I wanted to be on TV and I wanted to do entertainment. I didn't know exactly what it was, but I knew I had some sort of drive or something for it. Like, I knew it.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And, you know, so I'm still working at it, man. But really, one of my goals that I really do want to have, man, is I grew up, you know, like, being inspired by like Will Smith and having like the Fresh Prince lifestyle, right? Because me and him, we're like that show was very similar to me, right? Because you know I was adopted by my aunt. You know what I mean? I got adopted and you know, she took me out of foster care and she brought me into a really nice neighborhood. You know, Brea is a small neighborhood. A lot of people don't really know about Brea like that. It's a really nice neighborhood, you know what I mean? And that's what it was. She brought me into an upscale neighborhood. And of course, you know, with me coming out of foster care and shit like that and not understanding, you know, what that type of lifestyle is, I had a hard time adjusting.
Believe
like
it or not, as easy as it was, bro.
Exactly.
Yep. That was the same way for me. I went to San Bernardino, bro. I had everything. I couldn't adjust, bro. I needed to be in the hood around my family, around my people that were like me. You know what I'm saying?
You want to smell a gun shop?
Tell us
Cherries
about
on your phone.
Yeah, that's really what it was, man. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't really get that until, you know, I got older, and then, you know, I started started doing a lot of mental health assessments on myself, because I noticed a lot of shit was going on bad in my life. And I used to be the type of person where I used to like try to put the blame on other people. I didn't want to take responsibility for myself. But then I really started holding myself accountable for the shit that was going on in my life. And then once I started doing that, you know, that's when I really started accelerating. And I started, getting to a different place. You know what I mean? Absolutely. Yeah.
That's your heart, Cray.
It's believe it or not, man, because just you having the same background as me as foster homes. When you overcome it and you utilize it, you have like these extra powers that regular humans just don't have because you already been to the bottom.
You just have that.
You already
it's just a different cloth.
You already got.
You have that.
You already got hurt. You already. So it ain't nothing to go back there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so everything is just up.
Yeah.
Like it's like being at the bottom of a motherfucking tunnel and saying that there's no way to go any further down.
Right.
You just got no choice but to go up.
Yep.
And speaking of going up, man, you've been doing music and everything. Can you give us a little bit of some of your highlights that you feel that music has done for you?
Man, music has definitely made me open up more about my life ever really in my life, you know. Because one of the first projects I wrote was called Whoa. And it's stands for WOE, which stands for Words of Encouragement. And basically, and when I wrote that project, the first what is it? It was like third or fourth song. Basically, the whole project was about me writing a letter to myself in real time, and I'm writing a letter to myself at the age of 6, telling myself, yo, you're about to go through foster care, you're going to lose your mom, you're going to go through all this and that, but you can't let any of that shit stop you from being the best person you should be in life. You know what I'm saying? That was really the standpoint. And once I wrote that song, like I remember I was crying.
Hey, close that door real quick.
Thanks. Close that, yeah.
Yeah, I remember I was crying and shit, and I remember I was in the studio and I was trying to record it, and I was like, I was really in my, like, really deep in myself.
Bro.
Yeah.
So that's why I knew, like, yo, this is it.
This is it. You still have that song?
Yeah.
Man, I need to hear
dope.
that shit.
Do you remember the first song you ever recorded and where it was recorded at?
Yeah, I do remember the first song I ever recorded. It was at my homie's house, my homie Ken Choi. Shout out to my homie, man. This was like in I think it was like 10th grade. I was at his house.
Oh, that's dope.
He had this little like mic, but it was like the little small.
The little thing. Yeah.
So we were sitting there leaning over the mic, and we were going like this to try to because we didn't even have
get that sound.
Cover. Yeah, bro. It was.
You just wanted it.
Yeah, man, and that's just really how it started, man. You know, that's really what it was.
And it's funny though, because probably like 8 years before that is where I was doing my shit at the computer, where the microphone wasn't attached inside the computer. So I was like, if that was the computer there, I was rapping.
You were literally rapping in the computer. Literally, to the literal sense. Yes.
But that's what inspired it. Once you heard yourself, you're like, hey, I want to do this. Do you remember your first show or first concert where a big artist influenced you? Or what big artist?
Or like what was like big concert like first?
Yeah.
So my first concert I went to was, honestly, I didn't go to concerts until really late because like I said, when I got out of foster care and shit, like my aunt, she was super strict on me, so I wasn't really able to go out until until my later years. But
shout out to Auntie.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Auntie for real, man. But my first concert that I went to, it was, I don't even remember who it was, honestly.
Was it here in California?
Yeah, it was here in California.
Right,
I'm trying to think. Oh, you know what? It was High Times. I went to High Times. And,
that's a good concert.
yeah.
That's why you couldn't remember it for a second.
Right. I forgot about that. Right. No, and I was like, damn, because I forgot because Wu-Tang was there. There was a bunch of dope people there that was there, bro. It was lit. That was like, and I saw everybody, bro. That was like the first dope concert like I really went to.
A Cannabis event. Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah, shout out to High Times, man. Like pre-legal High Times. That's what High Times.
I like how he said that.
Pre-legal High Times.
So right now, I got one of your songs, bro.
Oh, here we go.
Oh yeah, you know
What a nice little gift here.
Yeah, this one's called Heartless. Can you tell us a little bit about how this came about in the video?
Yeah. So Heartless is featuring my bro, my day one MC Sinatra, and
All right.
and basically, man, with this song, I wrote it a while ago, and I'm gonna be real, man. I was just kind of in my not really my feelings. That's just how I was feeling in the moment. You know what I mean? I was just like, man. Don't worry.
Some real shit.
Yeah, you know,
Heartless.
Don't worry about
It's called Heartless.
Yeah,
It's
you know,
you're
don't worry about these women, man. Just worry about yourself. Worry on focusing on getting your bag.
Get this money.
Because at the end of the day, you will always lose women.
You
will always lose money chasing women, but you will never lose women chasing money. You know what I'm saying? So as long as you understand that concept,
quote that and write that in.
So as long as you understand that concept, bro, you'll always have any woman that you want in life. That's a fact.
And right here at Rowdoggs TV, man, we premiere Cray OC featuring EMC Sinatra, Heartless. Yeah, buddy.
Cray.
Smoke it.
Always looking sharp.
Did I pass this?
Yeah.
Okay. That's just like this.
You can pass it.
You nasty.
This one's good. It's got jet fuel in it.
Oh shit. Okay.
That shit has gas gold.
Oh yeah, I want to hit
gas
that.
in it,
Pass
yeah.
that over here. Let's trade.
You smell me.
Nice.
Yeah,
Sheesh. Hitting that
Yeah.
one, bruh. Hello.
let's get it. Got to go blunt, getting twisted. Two bottles, so you know I'm getting addicted. Smoke exotic weed like I'm addicted. Work hard for this life as I predicted. Yeah, I'm on my general shit and you enlisted. Committed to this grind, so I'm winning. I'm on my general shit and you enlisted. Committed to this grind, so I'm winning. Yeah. I've been stacking up my dough. I've been heartless to these hoes. You roll my weed and give me throat, but I ain't cuffing that bitch, no. Man, I learned that shit before. So I'm only married to my dough. Man, I learned that shit all before. So I'm only married to my dough. Cold-hearted nigga, bitch, I look like Romeo unless you on your grab. Then you gonna slow me down, hoes. Couldn't work out cause I'm only on my cardio. Couldn't work out, bitch, I'm only on my cardio. I'm a marijuana veteran. Yeah, I read on me like a letterman. Yeah, but I always speak facts like a reverend. And I put work in like a Mexican. Yeah, checks or Cheeto, count checks again. Cheddar Joe,
hard ass punchline.
Move to multiply dividends. You a broke nigga, you can't comprehend. We got cheese like nachos. You say that's your girl, but she's not chose. Go to the things you really don't wanna know. Back tonight as I spark up is where I find my peace. And I don't roll no normal blunts. My blunt's obese. And fuck the negativity, I'm trying to smoke in peace. And fuck the negativity, I'm trying to smoke in peace. I've been stacking up my dough. I've been heartless to these hoes. You roll my weed and give me throat, but I ain't coming at this no. So I'm only married to my dough. But I learned that shit on the phone. So I'm only married to my dough. I've been stacking up my dough. I've been heartless to these hoes. You roll my weed and give me throat, but I ain't cooking that bitch, no. And I learned that shit before. So I'm only married to my dough. And I learned that shit all before. So I'm only married to my dough.
I've been smoking on this OG and you know it got me faded. And you know that be your girlfriend, I got her getting X-rated. She gon' bust enough for me. Marijuana's all I need. All this money coming for me. All this money is what I need. I don't gotta leave for bitches. That's the low I be switching. I be smoking marijuana. Bitch, you know it got me faded. All the verses that you hear from me, man, you know they updated. I've been moving on the fakes, rolling out like I'm skating. Oh, you know I hear my voice on the radio station. In a rhythm on the way. You know it's my occupation. I be smoking up the weed, and I'm hard as
Hell yeah,
smoking
smoking weed.
I don't really fucking love you.
I've been lying to you, ho.
I've been stacking up my dough. I've I've been heartless to this hoe. She roll my weed and give me throw, but I ain't cuffing that bitch no more. Man, I learned that shit before, so I'm only married to my dough. Man, I learned that shit all before, so I'm only married to my dough. I've been stacking up my dough. I've been heartless.
Dialogue, man.
Hear that?
Man.
Who's in the motherfucking comments right now? Who heard that shit?
Smoking.
God damn,
Who
man.
heard
Thank,
that?
hey, thank you, man, for that fucking fire ass
Cray,
track,
come
man.
on now.
Woo. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Is there any projects you're working on currently?
Yeah, so I got a single I'm gonna be dropping real soon, featuring my bro Ramsey the Great. It's called Nexted. So it's a whole different vibe from what a lot of the shit I put out, man.
Yeah.
So be on the lookout for that.
Alright.
That's gonna be something real different, man.
Changing it up.
Yeah.
That's good, man. You know, it's hard for people to do that shit, to be
Yeah,
honest.
Yeah, you gotta find the right person.
Is
that
there
you
any
click with.
artists that you want to work with right now? Any specific artists?
Shit. So I'll talk about a couple artists from my city, and then I'll talk about to some of the mainstream artists. So Orange County, man, I know a lot of people don't really know a lot about Orange County, but Orange County has a lot of dope talent in it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm about to, give some of these people some of their recognition, right? Dom the Kid, make sure you go check him out. He's on his shit right now.
Dom the Kid.
Yeah, Dom the Kid. My homie TG31, he's on his shit right now. Make sure y'all go check him out.
TG31.
Yeah, my homie Juice Kid. Make sure y'all check him out. He's definitely on his shit. You know what I'm saying?
Juice Kid.
Yeah.
Straight showing love to his
Yeah,
hometown.
and also my homie Champagne Manziel and Trap Boy Jerry, man. Make sure y'all check them both out, man. For real.
Hell yeah.
And then as far as mainstream goes, man, I definitely want to work with Young Dolph. I definitely want to do some work with Janae Aiko. I think me and Janae Aiko will do something crazy.
Nice.
I want to work with Kendrick Lamar, obviously. You know what I'm saying? And there's one more other person I'm trying to think of. I can't think of. I'm too high right now.
Hey, that's what happened.
It'll come to you. It'll come to you.
What's wrong?
Oh yeah,
that guy.
No. I mean, yo, that's
to do it. It's wrong.
No. Yeah. That's definitely a definite. That's a fact, money. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact.
You know, at the end of the day, bro, by the time it was done, I was already gonna let you know. Every artist that comes in here and every people that come in here, what we try to do at Rowdoggs Tv is collaborate with each other. You feel me? At the end of the day, everybody that comes through here is hustlers, and in whatever form that we could collaborate. If there's a shirt maker, then it's collaborating shirts.
Right.
If there's an artist, just do some music. You do one for me, I do one for you. At the end of the day, we all cross promote and we can't lose. You feel me?
Nope.
So we won't make that shit happen.
We only try to win. Over here.
That's all we want.
Every time I see you, you're in Cray OC. Like, you have merch, or you just do your own stuff and keep it like that?
So
I ain't never seen him not on his own shit.
right.
Yeah, you
So
No.
so it actually started off as me just
I was about to give you another blunt, bro.
right. So I'm really smoking two blunts. I'm literally smoking 2 blunts right now. But nah, so it started off as me just making just basic T-shirts and shit with my name on it. Because I was trying to figure out a way to keep people to remember my name. Because at that time I was transitioning from Extendo Cray to Cray OC.
Okay.
And I was trying to get people to remember Cray OC, versus my old name. So I was like, how am I going to get people to do this? So I was like, okay,
Branded.
so I was like, so let me just start making some basic T-shirts with my name on it and shit. So I started off with that. People were like, yo, that shirt's dope. Like, can I get one? I'm like, oh yeah, for sure. So I just started, I started flipping shirts to people, and I started getting more creative, And one thing I always grew up I always grew up with jerseys and shit. Jerseys was always my thing.
Yeah.
You got a sick one on right now.
Yeah, appreciate that, man.
And it's funny,
Seriously.
I have so much jerseys, but because I'm Mexican, when you put it on, it's like 10,000 gangsters. It goes to the extreme. But when you run that shit, I'm like, man, that's just saucy.
Yeah, appreciate it, bro. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, bro, these are just the type of shit that I grew up wearing. So I was like, you know what, like, when I make this shit, like, I want to make this shit into my own. So that's really just what it was. And then once I just started making shit into my own, people were just kind of running with it. You know what I'm saying?
You fucking like people
just started running with it, and they were just fucking with it. You know what I'm saying? So I just got people now that are just all over, you know, the U.S. and shit that support my brand, and I even got people in the U.K. trying to call my shit too.
And it's crazy because I 1,000 believe that. Why? Because anybody around our own city is blinded by the light.
Yeah.
Everybody outside of our city, our country, you know what I'm saying? They appreciate the craft. They appreciate what you do and everything. You know what I'm saying? So,
and then what a lot of it is too is people gotta understand, right? If you want to make your brand a lifestyle, you have to make it a lifestyle first. What was the one thing that you said about me when you see me, right? You never see me without my own shit on, right? That's a fact of only. You will never ever really see me unless if I really fuck with that brand, that company or some shit. You know, that's when you'll see me that shit. Yeah, but otherwise you will always see me in my own shit.
Hey.
You know what I mean? Because I made it that way. I go to sleep, I wake up in my own shit. That's a fucking fact of me. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Whenever you have a brand or whatever it is, you gotta make your brand into your own shit. You know what I mean? And once you make your brand into that lifestyle, people are gonna want to fuck with that lifestyle. If you're a solid person, you know what I'm saying, and then it's just gonna grow from there.
Yeah, you gotta believe in yourself, and everybody else will believe in you.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. Like, if you can't wear your own stuff, don't expect everybody else.
That's a fact.
Come on,
man. Yeah.
And it ain't gonna come overnight, but eventually, man, trust me, it's gonna get better. The designs get better, your creativity gets better. If you want it, you're gonna.
2017.
Exactly. Hey, you know
So-
what?
Go ahead. So you're working with these cannabis companies, if I can kind of shift gears, Dime.
Yeah,
if you want to touch base on them and like how you got linked in with them.
That's a hustler move.
Right. So Dime Industries, man. I've known them for a few years through my boy Player. You know, shout out to him. You know, free my boy. You know what I'm saying? And you know, he was the one that kind of linked me in with them, and then you know I tapped in with a few other people, and you know, from there on, I was just always a fan of the brand, you know, and every time I just linked up with them, I was like, bro, I'm a huge fan of this shit, like, and you know, I just went hard for them.
It worked for you too.
You do it.
You use their product and it worked for you, and you're like, it's a win.
And they fuck with me and they support me too. They show me mad love too. So
it looks like it.
So the love is 100%
rolled up with
mutual.
shirts, lanyards, pens,
it's 100% mutual.
Yeah, lighters, the lighters.
Yeah.
Shout out to the lighter.
Yeah. And they even sponsored one of my music videos, No Miss. That's actually the other song I gave you.
And can you give
what's that? Another song?
What? We got another one. No, we do. Hey, don't ruin it. We do. We got another one.
He mentioned it. I wasn't trying to ruin it. He mentioned it.
Hey, no, but check this out. Can you give a shout out to their Instagram where we can follow them at? Because at the end of the day,
yes, definitely.
Of course. So make sure y'all follow my people at Dime Industries. So it's Dime, DIME, period, Industries, INDUS.
The website's on the back of the small box.
Dime Industries. Make sure y'all tap in with them, and also make sure y'all tap in with my cannabis peoples, my exotic one peoples, man. Gasco LA. Make sure y'all tap in with them. We smoking some Gasco right now. Make sure y'all tap in with them at Gasco LA. GASCOLA. Wow, that's simple.
That's what's up. What's your go-to strain when you can just pick one and it's there?
Oh man, the Yuck Mouse Gelato, that shit's
what the fuck? That sounds exotic.
Right.
What is that? Yuck Mouse?
Yeah, Yuck Mouse strain.
Yeah. That's Yuck Mouse strain with Gasco.
Yes.
All right.
That shit fire, bro. That shit fire. It's a Gelato 33.
I want to give me some of that, Cray.
Yeah. It's a. Oh yeah, man. You know that. Yeah. So it's Gelato 33 crossed with Girl Scout cookie and crossed with Face Off OG.
Mm-hmm.
And
wow.
the one thing that I fuck with Gasco is with a lot of exotic companies, what they'll do is they'll cross your strains with like sativa and shit like that to give it, you know, flavor and shit like that. With them, they don't cross their shit with sativa. They cross their shit with all OGs. You know what I'm saying? So they shit be smacking. Yeah.
A lot of companies do that too to help on the concentrate side.
Yeah.
To help stabilize at the end of the concentrate cycle.
But you don't really find that too often with flower nowadays. So.
No. There's
so many people trying to get a flavor for the flower.
Yep.
You know, speaking of that, because I don't know none of the talk I got a pen and I have to take notes. So,
yes.
It's a little too hard for me to understand.
Hey, Hey, Rome wanted to learn how to grow one fucking episode.
Yeah. I set up my whole thing, everything, and then I talked to
dreams went down the drain.
Doctor, fuck my dream up.
Yeah.
But anyways, man, it's all good, man.
This lives
yo,
music.
You can do it, bro. But the thing is when if you're really trying to like grow some bomb weed, bro, you really can't take a day off, bro. Like that's
exactly what he told me.
Like,
So
as much as you,
we didn't talk.
Even as much
Cray
as
and I did not talk, and I said the same
that's
thing.
a fact, bro. Because like
I said he lives music. You live music,
I used to have
bro.
a little green thumb too. You know what I'm saying? I used to do that shit too, bro.
It takes a lot of time,
bro. I would try my hardest to like make a day off, bro, but I couldn't, dog. Like I would get maybe a few hours off, maybe 4 or 5 hours. Like at the most, I could probably get to.
And
myself.
you go try and grind some music, and all you're thinking about is, did I turn that off?
I gotta go
Did
back. Then you gotta
did-
run back, and you gotta go like fucking handle some shit, or it's like, oh, let a fucking light go out or some shit, or fucking let the automatic sprinklers not fucking go on. That shit don't get water.
Yes.
Oh my, bro.
Your mind is on other things when you need to be focusing on music.
Yeah,
and
bro.
running.
There's a lot of different things that could go wrong in the grow, bro. That's a fact, man. So you really.
In 10 years, I'll show you how.
Yeah.
That's what we stuck with the growth stuff.
Yeah. You really can't take a day off.
Man. So are you more of a flower, vape, or concentrates type of guy?
I'm a flower guy all day.
Amen.
All day.
You did say flower guy, right? Could you say that again?
Yeah, flower for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, all day. That's my number one go-to.
Blessings.
You know what I'm saying? But I do like concentrates. I don't really dab as much anymore though.
You getting crazy.
Yeah, I I definitely fuck with the pens though. But
Yeah, I'm interested.
Yeah, I'm
Definitely.
very interested. Fucking A.
I got bubblegum kush.
I got sativa. What was it?
So is a concentrate a low, high, or mid?
It depends because you can have some mid concentrate.
I'm saying because we fucking with Cray OC no mids.
Yeah.
Mids. No, I'm actually speaking about this song called No Mid.
Shit!
Yeah,
What
so,
an intro! What an intro!
So this song is called No Mids, featuring my bro Soul London. You know what I'm saying? You know, me and him are
Shout out to Gasco.
Yeah, man. And with this, Dime Industries actually sponsored this video. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's what you were speaking about.
Yeah.
Industries,
Dime
right?
Industries sponsored this video. So you'll see the Rolls Royce in there. That's a Dime Rolls Royce.
All right.
Yeah.
I haven't even seen it. I'm already jelly, man. Crime on, baby.
Yeah.
Let's play this shit on. No mids.
You already know, man.
Crazy old shit.
Cray
OC
in
this bitch.
Here we go.
So London.
Oh, it's already.
Yeah.
Look at the jersey, boy.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Bitch, I stacked up, I get racked up. Ain't got time for no bitch. You stay ducking, you ain't right up. Smoke it down, you a stick. I been moving with my nigga, man. He down, he up. You been frontin', you been down. You a con, you a scrub. Look at the check, I beat up a pot. Straight in the line like a little cop. None of that nigga, he shot at the top. You know what he did when I busted my arm. He said, what? You bitch, I was going to sign my brain. Even I bet when I came, smoking with crazy. Yeah, I'm moving. Told me they gotta get every no man. I nigga let him in my game. Wake up in my clothing, yeah. Got car in his clothing, yeah. So you know it in his clothing, yeah. When it came, I'm smoking, yeah. Niggas hit it at the grind and stop. He ain't tripping. We Jordan and pimping. Good smoke, got we slipping. But I can hang on, let's win it. Broke niggas ain't winning. This hurt pockets full of canyons. And that's the shit I ain't getting. On my phone like a free throw. My whole shit like a free throw. I ain't tough, nigga, to the deep throw. I'm getting down to that money, bro. You should have known that I'm a back. I've been knowing that pussy trap. That's why I got time to get to that. Don't you near enough red day. I'm about my chips, them free leg. You ain't getting no blood leg. I can hear what you say.
Put this shit right back real quick.
Me a smoker, bitch, you know I'm going all in. Like I'm playing poker, bitch, I stack up, I get racked up. Ain't got time for no bitch.
That was more than 16, huh? That was even.
I'm with my nigga, man, he down, he up. You been frontin', you ain't down. You a con, you a scrub. Look at the check, I beat up a pot. Straight in the line, like get a drop. Nothing that nigga, he shot at the cop. You know what he did when I busted my arm. Bitch, at the what? You bitch, I put the line, sign my brain. Even I bend my hands, smoking with grain. Nigga, my being.
Oh yeah, that's fire.
Come on now, no mids, motherfucker.
See that, Jack? Cray, that's some
No
fucking
mid
dope ass.
zone,
You
Rowdoggs.
seen
Only
that shit, man.
exotic and never no
Hey man, this
We
interview went.
smoking exoticals.
Believe
No
it or not,
mids.
we had 32 minutes. This shit, I felt like I asked like 34 minutes. I felt like I asked you 2 questions. This shit went by like motherfucker.
Yeah,
But anyways, man, you got any word of advice for people that want to get into this industry, bro?
So there's a couple things, man. For one, the people that you are going to be around when you really start to elevate, you're going to lose those people.
Yeah.
And you're going to have to accept that. Because this is one thing that I heard Snoop Dogg say
Oh, I
in
seen
an
it.
interview.
To ASAP?
No. This was another interview where he was talking about elevation, right? He was talking about elevating, right? He's like, once you start elevating, your homies, they're gonna start resenting you. They're gonna be like, yo, why are you leaving us behind? So you're gonna be faced with 2 choices, right? You can either lower yourself, go back, you know what I'm saying? Try to keep them around you. Or they're gonna do what they can
To catch up.
with you
To put in that work.
and to keep you going.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're the one that's supposed to be, you're the one that's going to be the breadwinner. You're the one that's going to be able to have the resources to give to them to provide for them,
Yeah.
right? So it's like at the end of the day, you got to keep yourself elevated, no matter what. You know what I mean? You got to elevate. You got to keep yourself 110% on the straight and narrow of doing it. Not fuck nobody over.
Facts.
Want some positive shit, and that's how you're going to elevate.
There it is. That's some motherfucking advice right there by Cray.
Oh,
And I'm going to take this shot on that.
Woo!
Cheers.
Yeah.
Salud, my brother. Shout out to Cray.
You got any shout outs to anybody, man?
Man, just shout out to everybody who pulled up. Shout out to God. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everyone that believes in themselves. Even the people that don't believe in themselves. I still want to give you a shout out because maybe one day you can find the courage to believe in yourself. You know what I'm saying? And
Cheers to that.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? And don't ever let anyone tell you that you can't do shit. The only person that's ever stopping you from doing anything is yourself.
Yeah, you heard it right here, man.
Yes.
That's a good ass word of advice, man. Tell everybody where they can find you at, pimp.
Man, so you can just search Cray under every single platform. I'm even I got my main account back on Clubhouse.
Nice.
So you can find me on Clubhouse under Cray as well. You know what I'm saying? Me and my homies, we host a lot of dope and controversial rooms.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? We
Roll
also,
up in there.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. We
You
gotta
told
get
me about
strong.
it, yeah.
You know, and we also host rooms where we talk about empowering men and shit. And we also talk about, you know, giving men advice on, you know, how to deal with certain women and how to go, you know, dealing with society and shit like that. Because, you know, a lot of men don't really know the game like that and what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? So that's what me and my homies do. We go by the Nick Cells and check us out on Clubhouse. We got a group called Clubhouse Most Wanted. We're almost at 2,000 followers on there, so check us out,
That's
man.
what's up.
We do rooms every single day.
Damn right.
Oh,
Congratulations, man.
Yeah.
Thank you, Cray OC,
Put
man.
in the work.
Thank you so much for coming out here to Rowdoggs TV. And if you don't know, now you know.
Ain't no business like Rowdogg business.